What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode with your girl. So, as you can see from the titles of today's video, we will be speaking on mommy issues, which is something that I feel like a lot of men deal with, but let's just get right into it. So, before we get too deep into this video, you already know what we're going to say. You already know what we got to do. We have to say our affirmations, okay? We are never skipping over our affirmations unless it's a different segment. So today's affirmation will be, I have the courage to show up and allow myself to be seen. Once again, I have the courage to show up and allow myself to be seen. Okay? So before we get into what are the top 5 signs of mommy issues and the top 5 ways to get over those issues, we're going to first define what are mommy issues. So mommy issues is a natural term used to describe emotional and psychological challenges that individuals may face in their adult lives, stemming from their relationships with their mothers from childhood. And this can be for both male and female. So let's just jump right into it, you guys. So what are the top 5 signs that you may be experiencing mommy issues? The first sign will be fear of abandonment. So it's the constant need for reassurance and validation, fearing that others will leave you. This is similar to anxieties that formulate from early maternal separation. Another sign will be overdependence on a partner. When you find yourself in a romantic relationship, relying on your partner for constant emotional support, this shows signs of mirroring the role that a mother would play in a nurturing relationship. The third sign will be difficulty in trusting women. You will find yourself struggling to build deep emotional connections with other women due to unresolved issues with your own mother. The fourth sign would be seeking approval, which is also similar to when you have daddy issues. This is when you're seeking approval from usually authority figures, often linked to maternal validation that you have not got from your mother in your childhood. And last but not least, avoidance of conflict, which I usually see a lot when it comes to men. This is going through lengths to avoid conflict, stemming from the fear of upsetting a maternal figure or losing a mother-like figure in your life. And this usually hinders your personal growth when it comes to relationships and communication. So now that we have spoke about the top 5 signs that you're experiencing mommy issues, let's get into the top 5 ways in order to move past said issues. So number 1 would be self-reflection. Self-reflection is just simply understanding that you have said issues and recognizing exactly what that happened in your relationship with your mother that is hindering you from healthier relationships. Number 2 would be therapy or counseling, speaking to a professional, which I usually always recommend. People say that, therapy doesn't work, but I've been in therapy. But I'm no longer in therapy, but I was in therapy for some time. And it's great having someone there who's not only getting paid to listen to you, but they're getting paid to listen to you, not judge you, and to keep what is said between you guys. In addition, when you have a therapy for some time, you guys build a bond. And I also love it because they don't only give you advice sometimes based on what they have been through, but also, through studies, things that, have been proven to help others when it comes to building relationships, setting boundaries, and just really coping with your emotions when it comes to these issues. The third way would be establishing boundaries, okay? At this point, when you realize that you have said issues, you want to actually make an effort to build healthier relationships, especially with women. And you want to set healthy boundaries, be around others who are going to not only respect, but understand your boundaries. And that's what actually helps you build that relationship with other women to help trust them and heal that inner child. This can also correlate to building supportive relationships, just being around others who are not only going to understand, like I said, but just also support the decisions that you are making in building these healthier boundaries and relationships. Number 4 would be self-compassion. And this will just simply be understanding that it is okay, not beating yourself down for having these issues, understanding that, it is normal in a lot of dynamics. And, it doesn't make you any different from the next person. It doesn't make you weird, or it doesn't make you have, problems or anything. It just means that you're human and that you go through what everyone goes through half the time. 9 times out of 10, a person has either mommy or daddy issues, or maybe even both. And that is okay. As said, we are here to recognize what our issues are and work towards bettering ourselves by healing said issues. And as long as you're, working towards your best self every single day, even if it's just 1% a day, you're doing amazing. Always remember that. So give yourself that self-love, that self-recognition that you need in order to support yourself through this time. And last but not least, but educating yourself. Okay, there are plenty of books out there that talk about emotional intelligence. A lot of times when we have these issues that stem from our parents, we lack a lot of emotional intelligence. So there's a lot of books out there on that would help you move forward with that. Also, books out there that talks about the theories of different attachment issues, and videos even like this one, just giving you information on what the issue might be and how to cope with it. And so if you want to do a little and so if you want to dive a little deeper as far as like really getting to understand yourself and understanding your exact issue with your parents, I would say to definitely educate yourself on these topics. So now that we have spoken about the top 5 ways in order to get over these issues, I hope that some information here would help someone out there. Okay, and like I said earlier, there's literally nothing wrong with having these issues and having to go through this healing process. You're literally not alone. Even if no one else wants to speak up on the situation or speak about their situation, or people might come off as perfect and they don't have these issues and this and that, and everyone literally has their own problems in one way, shape, or form. No one is perfect, and that's what makes you perfect, is you being imperfect. Okay, like I said, as long as we're always working to be our best selves and to just be the best version of ourselves every single day, no matter if it's just even 1%, you're doing amazing. And even in these processes of healing, please understand to be patient with yourself. That's something that's extremely important, because healing is never just a linear line, okay? There's a lot of ups and downs. There are going to be times when you're feeling like, oh, I'm doing it, I'm doing amazing. There's going to be times where you're feeling like, what am I doing? Like, I just stepped big time. I feel like I took 10 steps back, and that is 1,001% okay. It is natural and it is normal. Like I said, healing is never just, you're just going up, 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 and you reach the top. It's never that, okay? So don't even go into these situations when it comes to just building personal growth and healing with that type of mindset of just expecting that you're always just going to be feeling like you're doing better and better and better and better every time, because you're not. I love you guys, and I hope, like I say, you take something from this video, and I see you next time. Make sure you like, comment, and of course subscribe, and I see you in the next video, okay? Bye.